What's going on, y'all? You already know what it is. Boogie the host.
Kitty the motherfucking Don.
And we're back with another episode of On the Block Podcast.
It's been a minute, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, it has. Matter of fact, because I was just going to spit out a round number, but I'm going to check it right now.
We're about to get the technicalities on y'all ass.
Right. So, right now, for our first episode, we are at an even 9K views.
You feel me? Who else doing this in the city? No shade, no tea, but yeah.
That's what's up. We definitely leveled up. Shout out to everybody that supported us. Shout out to everybody that watched, that clicked, that subscribed, that shared it, that left a comment.
Yeah, dope.
That's real dope. We definitely appreciate it. So let's talk about what's new, what's been going on these 4 months. What you been up to?
I've been up to, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I'm newly single, just let y'all know, throw that out there.
Ooh.
I'm working on, possibly moving to Raleigh. I'm just going to be honest because everybody's going to see it anyways. I'm going to have to do my jail day soon.
Wait. So let's stop there.
It's just real casual. Yada.
Let's stop there because, I am an advocate for, being in trouble and overcoming your past. So you, me, unlike that, I was in there. I was
literally.
So for you have to go through jail days. Are you scared?
I'm not really scared. It's more of, I'm not scared of the people. It's just I'm kind of scared of a different environment type of thing. And somebody telling me, you got to eat at this time. You can't smoke. You know how I am. You can't smoke no cigarettes. I can't be on my phone.
I wish to God we could blog this.
You know what I'm saying? Can y'all let me? No, but it's not really I'm not scared of the people because bro, we're all in here together. Come on, you can't be that crazy or else you'd be in a crazy house.
Right.
But it's more of a routine change. I'm somebody when I get comfortable in my settings, I'm comfortable and I'll change a lot.
Right. And just to let y'all know, she didn't hurt nobody.
Oh no, this is what happens in North Carolina. I got 2 DWIs, and when you get them within a year or 2 of each other, it's a big deal. Okay, and this is where I really messed up. I didn't have a license, so don't ever do that. Don't drink and drive, period. But if you do, definitely don't do it without a license.
Definitely, get your license, people. Get your license.
Period.
So okay, we're doing that. So that sounds like a beginning of a new life, a new change, something I know different.
It's gonna be something later on. I hope anything and all problems in my life to be a testimony for somebody else to help them.
Definitely, especially you.
And I'm somebody, I'm not afraid to tell people what I'm going through because everybody goes through stuff. And when you try to hide stuff, you try to mask it, then you're not in acceptance of what you have going on.
Definitely.
First step is acceptance. Once you work past that, you can work past anything. That's how I feel. So moving to Raleigh, what are we looking to do in Raleigh? I'm employed, kind of, sort of. Wait on my background check. So I'm moving out there. I just want a new scenery. And a couple years ago, as you know, I didn't live in Fayetteville. I moved to Arkansas. And I know people say, your problems follow you anywhere you go. But from being born and raised out here, it's just I know too many of the wrong people. So it's easy for me to get caught up in the wrong stuff. Right. And, I'm just somebody, when I go places and I don't know anybody, it's better for me to focus on me because it's easier. I don't have nobody hitting me up every day. Hey, Kat, let's go. Da-da-da-da. Right. All I have to do is work. So are we focusing on fashion once we get out there? Oh, definitely. Y'all know I'm really big into the fashion thing. Definitely about to cop me a pair of Rick Owens sooner than later. Check them out, Rick Owens. Perfect. Speaking of that, one of the things that I've been doing in these past 4 months, just started a trucking company with the Prophet. Shout out to him. Shout out to Darren. Shout out to my dog Ryan. Both of them are my business partners. We just kicked that off
And another thing that we plan on actually doing, I believe Darren talked to you the other day about hosting it. We're doing a fashion show gala next year.
Really dope.
So stay tuned for that.
It's going to be like an urban black tie event, and that's what I really like about it. It's a black tie event.
Definitely.
Twist, like,
you know a lot about it. He told you everything.
Because I'm going to be getting the models. He wants me to look for the models and designers and stuff like that. Definitely. And I think it's really cool, like, and it's not even sound racist, but white people have their own, like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So for black people to bring their own urban black tie where we're still classy, but we put it up like with a twist. Like, you know what I'm saying? I like that.
So, you got your shot, right?
Yeah.
So, this is To New Beginnings.
Period.
From here on out.
Well, I can't do that.
Yeah, she said I can't do that. Okay. Probably, you can at least take the shot.
Okay, yeah, okay. I'm not a bitch. Ooh.
Yo,
how about them Lakers? Yeah, that's disgusting. Just kidding.
Yeah, that's early in the day, girl. I don't see how
it's a darty.
So yeah. Other than that, also guys, we do have the merch. Now, as you know, the merch is already it's being done, it's being processed, it's being made.
We want everything to be perfect, though.
Due to COVID, though, we are kind of taking our time with it, just for the simple fact of shipping.
I like that.
A lot of people that have started boutiques, y'all understand, when you order stuff, it's taking more than 3 to 4 weeks, like they say.
Shipping is crazy from China.
Starting to take 3 to 4 freaking months, and who want to wait on that? Not me. So yeah, it will be coming. It will be here this winter.
And can I just interject real quick? And another thing about it, we don't want to put our logo, like the iron-on logo, where you wash it and your stuff. It's gonna be patchwork and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like we're not giving you something that you wash it and dry it one time, and then your letters are peeling and stuff like that. Like, and there's no shade to anybody that does that, but as far as quality, you want quality stuff when you spend your money with anybody. It doesn't matter if it's us, Walmart, Target, Gucci. Like, you want what you paid for.
We're picking up the fabric, the stitching,
the tags.
Everything.
Like, it's no. What is it, Gladen?
No, yeah, this ain't
gilding.
This ain't Hanes. We're putting this all together, straight from the ground up. Also, y'all gotta help me with this, keeping Cat motivated. But we will be launching Kitty's Corner.
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna go ahead and put that out there.
I'm just like, I have to get my legal stuff done first before. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
And it's like a 1-2 thing. Kitty's Closet, don't sleep on it.
So definitely check us out. Look for us at different festivals, different events, different, just all around. We'll begin traveling. This ain't a one-man show. We're a team. So when you see one, you'll see the other.
And that's period.
Here, loyalty goes a long way. And if you're from the block, you already know this.
Hey,
we stand on that. So, moving on, going into other topics. We got so many topics we're going to talk about, but I'm going to just throw one out here. Because it was matter of fact, I'm going to let the ladies take a stance before I throw this other one out there. Because these are topics that were given to us by males.
Oh,
that want another answer.
You messy niggas.
So let's do this with classify big dick energy. Because you hear that in a lot of songs. You hear that in the media. What is big dick energy?
Big dick energy is not necessarily like dick size, period, because I'm pretty sure some small penis men that give big dick energy. I know that sounds so crazy when you say it like that, but for real. Like, big dick energy is just like a real stand-up guy in my book. Like, you make sure your lady's straight, you treat her with respect, like, just stuff like that.
Can you give big dick energy to a friend?
I wouldn't want big dick energy for my friends. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want it to be confused. Like, okay, big dick energy, you can, but as a friend, I wouldn't call it big dick energy. I'd be like, oh, that's like da-da-da-da type stuff. Like, that's the homie. He really always there for me type shit. But I wouldn't be like, oh my God, homeboy just gave me some big dick energy. What? Awkward. You want to fuck? Like, don't do that.
Right. So, it's safe to say big dick energy is more than just...
It's not even like size of your penis.
Right. So, okay, so let's classify this, because me and Darren, aka the Bohemian Prophet, we came up with this kind of like a.
I want to know his standpoint.
It's kind of like we came up with like a. I don't know what they call it. I would call it like a slogan, but it's basically the daddy complex. Now, and it can go both ways.
Okay, daddy complex, as in explain.
So check this out, right? As a guy for the daddy complex,
I want to hear.
It's sexy when a girl calls you daddy.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Even, no matter how she say it, she can say daddy, daddy, however she say it. But in order to reach that level, it's a certain type of fly that you gotta get.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Call any nigga daddy.
It's a certain type of haircut, certain type of hygiene.
I don't think women look at men and be like, "Is daddy for?" Okay, it's some women that do. I don't know. I was a blind nigga. So
preferably an alpha male, somebody who asserts themselves, and somebody who basically can walk in a room and control that room. Let's say
I feel you.
Let's say there's 30 of you in one room,
right.
You have this male that walks in, and he's able to bring that charisma and create that.
Damn, Teddy.
You know what I'm saying? He creates that atmosphere of an enjoyable time.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Granted, there's a lot of guys that think they're probably gonna watch this and think like, yeah, I got the daddy complex. No, you don't.
You're lying.
Right. It's females that run from you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's those
that have to block you.
Right. It's those guys that go into let's say he in a nightclub, he buy a section. And he didn't come with 10 other girls. He didn't even come with one girl. But before the night's over, he has 10 females. And not because it's sexually, just because like he's like, bro, come have a good time. Yeah. Come have fun with me.
Not even trying to do nothing more.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not always about sex. It's about, having that stand up charisma that's like, females go flock to. Because truth be told, males like that. Males love the attention. Males love,
And to be honest, though, women like confident men. Like, you can be the ugliest man in the world, but if you're a confident man and you carry yourself like a confident man, you're always going to get women because that's what women like. Like, you could be, like, it could be a fine-ass nigga, but if he's not confident in himself, he's not going to get a lot of bitches because women like a man that feels it. And it sounds so crazy, but women like a man that's confident in himself. Like, confidence can take you along. You could be broke as a joke, but if you're confident in yourself, you can figure out something because you're gonna feel yourself enough to go out there and go get it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, speaking of that, do you believe that a female can break a male's confidence?
I believe yes, both ways. A man and a woman can do it to each other. Like, words are strong, and you got to remember, like, it's like you probably won't remember like a situation verbatim, but when somebody says something hurtful for you, it's like something that you'll never forget. Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. It creates a stigma in your mind.
And I've even been somebody that has probably said really harsh words to me and just trying to hurt their feelings as much as they hurt my feelings.
Oh, definitely.
And if it's not even, like, suppose they didn't even say nothing to me, but you hurt my feelings so bad, I'm just trying to make you feel like how I feel. And I do regret that because I'm really sharp on my tongue. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I will say stuff. And as a woman, I think a lot of women have to realize, like, you shouldn't talk to men like that. Like, and I'm somebody that can be, like, really harsh on a nigga.
Well, yeah, but that goes both ways because let's if you call a spade, we talking about those situations where at this point, in order for you to get there, you feel disrespected.
Yeah, like
it's not just gonna be.
Yeah, it's
you're not just gonna walk around the house calling your nigga, "Oh, you a bald head faggot." Like, you're not gonna say that. You know what I'm saying?
But still, as a woman, like, and this is me speaking for me mainly. But you still, men too, because you can meet a woman and she was confident as hell, but if a man's insecure with himself, he will tear down a woman in her confidence because he wants her to feel like that. So people should, especially when you're in relationships, friendships, anything, you should watch what you say.
I feel like it's hard to be in a relationship if a male's not confident.
If he's insecure, yes, yeah. Definitely.
If he's insecure, you can't be. If I'm insecure, like I've been with all shapes, sizes, classes, all that. If I'm with somebody that at the end of the day, this is somebody that our peers look at and be like, oh, she fine, she this, she that. I know I got to carry that type of mentality. Like, I can't step next to her and think like, damn, everybody going to be looking at you.
Yeah, right.
Because like, it's almost like
No, but a lot of men
niggas be in
don't feel like
competitions
that.
with their bitches, bro.
Oh, I can understand.
And I can't. I refuse to be one of them niggas. Like,
yeah, you don't want to be like that. Like,
nah,
you're supposed to be a team.
We
Period.
Bay and Jay out this bitch. Like, that's how we coming. Like, I can't. I'm trying to be, you know what I mean, hand to hand, next to next. Like, if it get to a point where I feel like I'm in competition with my old lady, because truth be told, as a man, your old lady should be a representation of you. Facts. Your old lady if your old lady look good. Yeah. Granted, you took the time to get ready, get shaved, get a haircut, get your fit together. How you view yourself is how you're going to view yourself. A male's look is never going to stand up next to a female's look. But how a female looks and perceives herself, I feel like that weighs in.
I completely agree. Like, I've been places and, like, a girl be like, oh, I got a nigga, but I'd be like, you got a nigga, but you look bad, though. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I get completely what you're saying. Like, you'd be somewhere, you'd be like, you got a nigga, but your hair's not done. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's simple. And people, look, that's really what it is. Like, I'm putting it to you like this. If a nigga trying to talk to you and you tell him you got a nigga and suppose your nails, your toes, anything ain't done, your hair ain't done, a nigga gonna be like, ain't no way you got no nigga and you out here looking like that. Exactly. Like, that's the first thing they gonna say to you.
For me, because you get ready to leave the house. You had boyfriends before. You get ready to leave. You know them times you get ready to leave the house and you like, damn, why you get dressed? I didn't get dressed.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's my biggest pet peeve.
You know.
Let me know we're being ugly today or if we're getting dressed.
But the crazy part is when he took the time to get dressed, because I go through this all the time. When he took the time to get dressed, that was him matching your fly.
Oh yeah.
Because
and I will say, yeah, you're right. Because if I get dressed, like me and he's gonna get dressed because he's gonna
get extra dressed. If you really think about how he's dressed, he's gonna be extra dressed. Now, what he put on that day, to him might have been like, all right, I'm just throwing this on, like
right.
It is what it is. But you looking at it like, I got on sweatpants and a t-shirt. Why
are you
on
wearing
jeans?
Fucking jeans?
You know what I'm saying? But to him, it's like, you got on fly ass sweatpants. A tank top, your makeup done, you still look fine.
Yeah, right.
Like, I can't go out like that because my version of that is 20 times below you right now.
Oh, I didn't even ever think about it like that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but because a lot of people don't think of the fact, like, if you're with, like, I ain't gonna say if you're with a pretty girl, because everybody's
get attention regardless if she's
right.
Yeah, like
everybody's their own version of pretty, right. But at the same time, your man, if anybody, notices your version of pretty before the world does. Because he chased you.
Right.
He took the time out to text you when you was ignoring him. Call you when you wouldn't pick up the phone. You know what I'm saying? Message you on Facebook when you just left him on red. So to him, his version of you is surpassed already what everybody else look at.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
you're right about that, though.
It's just like, for me, and that coming back to the daddy complex, it's like, because I of course, I got homeboys. And, we talk, and you bring up, shaving. For me, a part of the daddy complex is hygiene.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Nobody want no nasty bald nigga.
And I feel like, as a male,
wash.
I feel like you should shave. I feel like you should manscape.
Yes.
That is a very important thing. Like,
Period.
How, bro, you can't be...
I mean, you don't got to be, like, butt naked bald if you don't want to, but you know what I'm saying? You need to maintain that thing.
Yeah,
because you going to expect me to be bald like a newborn.
And you sitting around smoking.
You know what I'm saying?
You can't be spitting out hair everywhere.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, that ain't going to be...
Pubes in your teeth. It's like too freaky. Freaky.
That's just, and for me, that's everything. Like, you...
And you want to know something? It's so crazy. This is so off topic. But it is some women that don't like their men to, like, maintain.
Exactly.
I don't understand.
That gives you... Bro, if you want an yeast infection, just say that.
Just say that. Like it's summertime and you want his...
Like,
what?
Come on.
What?
Loose boxers, tight boxers, he sweat either way.
Period.
You really want that?
I don't understand how women don't like that.
I've never understood that.
It's one thing to be like, see, I'm somebody like, if you're not, okay, no, that's too deep. But if if you're not my man, like, you know what I'm saying, everybody knows before like a little or whatever, I'm not gonna care. But if you're my man, I'm gonna be like, okay, if you're giving me Taco Bell meat on your balls, get it together. Cause it's giving me B2B.
Yeah, like that. I can't even stand to look at that, and that just like. I know a female couldn't, and not for nothing, every male take their clothes off and take a shower. Bro, you smell that shit. You know what must
You smell like a bag of onions.
Yeah. Like, let's not, like, come on, bro. You've been working all day. And granted, every male has been with a girl after they went to the basketball court, after they done hung with their niggas, that them really got down there and just did it for the team. That's a nasty mother. Bro, that she nasty, and I hope you ain't double back because to me, I've never will I ever.
Now you don't care about the salty taste in your mouth for nothing.
You know what I'm saying?
Down.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Like you ocean down, like you like saltwater crab and all that. Like,
okay, bring her in.
You know what I'm saying? Like I can't. Bro, I was with one girl one time. And, bruh, she took her pants off. And,
oh, my God.
Bruh, I got up, didn't even have my phone in my hand. I said, my mama coming.
It's just so crazy. My grandma just died. I got to go right now. Like, let me right now.
I could not die. Bro, I can't do that. Like, hygiene, and that's a thing. Like, when I get off the truck, when I get home, I got to go get a haircut.
Yeah.
First thing I do is take a shower. I take a 45-minute shower. Go get a haircut.
Yeah, Taylor always tells me.
Like, I can't be nowhere without a haircut. I can't.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen you without a haircut.
Bro, I can't. If you, the only thing I need to work on now is my weight.
Oh, your weight, Darius? You're not getting any bigger. Girl, you're not.
Listen.
You like you're kind of losing weight.
I hope.
He said I'm starving myself.
At this point, once a day, just eat once a day, you be all right. But like for me, because everybody has
my
a
weight
different.
Too, yeah.
You look in the mirror and you have a version of yourself.
Bitch, where did this stomach come from?
Yeah, I don't want to lose per se the pounds. I just want to
tone it up. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that. Nobody wants a skinny man. I'm telling you right now, a skinny man looks like a fragile man. It looks like a man.
That died when everybody stopped wearing 3XT.
You know what I'm saying? Like I can see how
on purpose
you are.
at that.
You're giving me ribs. Like nobody likes that.
Right. You know what I'm saying? If you ever go to fellas, you go to a girl house and she offers you a plate first thing. She think you too skinny, bro. She trying to fatten you
or
up.
She cook for everybody, so
that part. But it's when coming to the daddy complex, that for men is how they look. Now for women, the daddy complex is the alpha male, the submission of a woman to a male. Have you come in contact with somebody that gave you the daddy complex and just they look at you and just be like, babe, sit down, and you be like, okay.
See, I'm such an alpha female. It's really hard. Okay, it's really hard for me, but
let's talk about it.
I know my place even like I trip a lot. Like I don't play. When I say I don't play, a certain shit I just do not play with. And I'm the type of person I'll take it to an extreme and don't even mean it, and I'll realize later like I was really out of pocket for that. Like as a woman, and this is a lot of women don't want to like admit it or realize it. I don't know really what it is, but you are as a woman with a man, you are supposed to talk to a man with a certain level of respect because he is a man. And it's so hard when you're caught up in the moment with your feelings and your emotions. It's hard to remember, okay, this is still a man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's easy to take it like too far. Like, but I'm not the type of bitch like. I'm the type of person, I'm going to listen to my nigga, but I'm not going to let you steer me wrong, like, period. Like,
do you think that's one of the main problems a lot of females have nowadays?
I think a lot of women, this day and age, you have to think, we're completely different. Like, back in the 50s, like...
Just because they couldn't. Well, back then,
no,
when you think about
I'm
back
saying,
then, they really couldn't.
I was about to say, I'm using this as an extreme, but women were brought up a different way back then. Like, you know what I'm saying? Right. And even though it was an extreme, but it's like women have lost touch with they know their place, and I'm somebody, and it's not to say nothing about women, but it's even me myself, we've lost touch with the respect thing, like, you know what I'm saying? Because every song is real ass bitch give a fuck about it, like, you know what I'm saying? Right. Like, it's just not installed in us anymore.
That is perfect that you said that one specific, because I feel like that was like the slogan for that type of, behavior. So with that, like, with even knowing that, do you feel like women are just unapologetically unsubmissive?
Yeah, and I feel like a lot of like nowadays, like, and people be like, "Well, music doesn't da 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 in TV," but people have to understand what you hear and what you see is subconsciously is in your mind. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Stay tuned because we will be talking about the gay topic. Pay attention. Pay attention. What's going on, y'all? It's Boogie the host. And this episode today is brought to you by It's the Gang Apparel. Make sure y'all log on to itsthegangapparel.com. Check out their latest line, Chosen Worldwide Money. You already know what it is. One.
So, like, you're gonna, regardless if you think, like, and it's not City Girls. I love City Girls. I love their music. Da 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 da.
Yeah, because both of them got men.
Yeah, like, and I completely believe that JT and fucking Carisha. I know you don't like her name, but fuck you. I'm just playing. I love you, girl. But they both like they got men, but I believe at their house they know their place. Like, you know what I'm saying? So they're telling bitches, and it's all about selling stuff. So I understand, like, it's not them. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Their image.
Right.
But you're promoting basically, fuck that nigga. Don't listen to what he say. Do whatever you want to do, and you're not going to be in no successful relationship like that because a man, regardless of what you say, is supposed to lead you. Yeah. But when you have so much stuff in your ear and in your mind telling you, bitch, you don't need no nigga, but you, as a woman, you do need a man. And a man needs a woman. Like, so that's just how it equals out.
My other business partner in the trucking, he asked me a question from the last podcast. He said, can a guy that makes, let's say he makes over 100,000, almost 200,000 a year. Shit. Great money. Can he be with a woman that makes over $1 million a year?
Okay, I'm gonna put it to you like this. It takes a special type of woman and a special type of man to be with somebody. And as a woman, okay, this is just how it is. I'm gonna be completely honest. When a woman makes more money than her man, naturally you're gonna be like, nigga, what the fuck? Like, automatically. But it's not saying it's okay, but that's just how it goes. And a man that makes less money than a woman,
he's gonna be comfortable.
Bro, it's not even nothing intentionally towards his woman, but you're not gonna feel okay with yourself, so it's always gonna be a clash or something. Yeah. But I won't say it's impossible, because there are people out here that a woman be like, okay, even though I make more money than you, I still let you leave. But it's kind of hard to come across a man.
So is it acceptable for a man to stay at home and take care of the house, and a woman make the bread if she's making that kind of money?
I think if that's their relationship, it's okay. But how many men are okay with that?
I feel like zero.
Like, it's gonna be a 1% chance.
If my old lady make $1 million, I got to go make two.
Period.
I can't. I'm not.
Like, let's honestly speak. As a man, are you even gonna feel comfortable? Like, after a while, you don't want to keep asking.
No,
like, that's even.
And I've been in that position.
Yeah, like,
you know that. And for me, when I changed my life
completely switched it around
and started actually making 10 times the money I was making.
No,
It
but did you or did you not? Your relationship got completely. It turned around. Did a 360.
It did. And not even just the relationship. For me, inside, it made me feel better.
And I can not even like trying to like go too deep, but I can tell from somebody knowing you personally for years.
Right.
You carry yourself with so much. You've been a nigga that's had confidence. It don't matter, nigga. If you got $1 in your pocket, this nigga think he popping. So I can just tell you carry yourself way different with so much confidence. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, your whole disposition is completely different now.
So and that's when you talk about the daddy complex, that's where that plays a part, because at the end of the day, like, I can't walk up to you as a nigga trying to talk to you, and I know I only got $20, but I know she keep her hair done, her nails done, her feet done.
But you can miss out on a good nigga like that too as a woman, because everybody goes through stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So the underdog might be the top dog one day. So and that's even me with myself. Like, you can't always judge people from their current situation. There's people that. It's one thing to have potential, and there's another thing to have potential and work towards what you're going to. Like, and there's niggas out here that's dead broke, but they got a vision. All you need is a vision.
So my thing is like when I met Taylor, for y'all that don't know, Taylor is
my bitch,
and the son of my mother. I mean, the mother of my son.
Okay.
When I first met her, like I had this same confidence.
Yeah, no, you did. Yeah,
I was a.
You're not like it wasn't like you was on edge. It's just like you're so.
I was content within. I thought I was making money as a kitchen worker. I thought I was making money as a cook in a restaurant. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Can you imagine?
Mind you, this is a black guy who basically grew up with money but don't got money because he took a low-end job because of all the kids that he's had. Short. Right. And he meets this white girl whose life is basically already set up, and she basically is offering to pay for everything, don't care about nothing.
Have your back through whatever.
Right. So, mind you, as a nigga, because all y'all know, y'all go through that spell where it's like, oh, my bitch gonna be here, whatever. And you start doing little shit that hurts her, that breaks her down.
Because you think she always gonna be there.
Right. And so then that brings in the whole, oh, without me, you wouldn't do this. You're broke. You're this. You're that. Because that's her defense mechanism.
Men do the same thing.
Right. And that's her defense mechanism. So for me, it was like,
I gotta change it.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
I gotta change her
so once I got into my respected job field and started making 10 times more the money that I was making, handling bills, taking care of, majority of what needs to be taken care of, and taking trips and going shop and being able to do stuff, not even just for her or my son, just for myself.
Yeah, just
so she didn't have
to. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was like, that was an eye-opener. Because granted, when it started, the money wasn't perfect.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'll be around.
So halfway through, the money got better. And it was like, you know what? Don't worry about that. Worry about the low. And granted.
But you don't, I'm going to just interject right here. Even when, like, y'all was going through whatever, like, you know what I'm saying, before the money got better, you always pushed and tried for a better job, like with a better company and stuff like that. Like
I never stayed in the same company.
You went from driving trucks to owning trucks. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You always strive to be better. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But that goes back to the type of partner you had.
But see, and
like, she pushed you to be a better person without even pushing you, though.
Right. And it was a movie that came out with Taraji P. Henson. What?
Anarchy? I know.
Was that Anarchy? Was she dated the dude
and
he left her?
Ashtray, bitch.
And he left her for another girl and got rich?
No. I know what you're talking about with the kids.
A criminy.
So when that movie,
I can't read.
When that movie came out, it was this whole idea of, damn, you shouldn't really take care of a nigga because once he get on, he gonna leave you. Even though in the movie he came back and tried to pay her off, give her money.
No, but that's every man. Usually.
No, that's every boy. Because as a man, if you put me on, if you help me get to where I'm going, whether we together or not, you're taken care of for life. Yeah. I don't give a damn.
That was my problem with niggas before.
I don't. And again, this is Taylor I'm talking about because I don't speak about nobody else. Not for nothing, you gave me a son that has a bond with me.
Yeah,
greater than anything.
He loves the fuck out of you.
So
he's obsessed.
Like, not even just off the strength of him. Anything I got, you got. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But that's how it's supposed to be.
Right.
But honestly speaking, how many of your homeboys was with a woman, struggled with a woman, and once they got on their feet, they left for somebody they felt like before when they was broke they couldn't get, but when they got money,
so then I asked myself, how many of these niggas out here really got daddy complex? Because me, whether she go be with another nigga or not, that nigga, like Country Wayne just said, shout out to Country Wayne comedian.
Talking about I'll take care of all father's baby.
What?
He was like, I don't care if she played with a nigga in that house. That was real nigga shit though.
I'm gonna step.
And
to be honest with you, if he a boy, he gonna be intimidated. He
gonna be he's gonna be mad.
Why that nigga do
Why
that?
Why
that nigga do that? You must be fucking him. Nah.
He's intimidated.
It's just the type of nigga I am. Because regardless, with or without you, she don't need you.
Period.
Because when I needed, she was there.
Oh, always.
When I went through hell, she was there. When I needed love,
literally never even thought about leaving.
Right.
Ever.
She was there. So through thick and thin, you got
literally.
I'm there. I'm gonna step.
I'm sorry, I'm thinking.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna step. So that shit is only right. You know what I'm saying? And when you think about the daddy, how daddy-ish would that shit to be? Would it be for you to walk in, for me to walk into your house?
If I was a man, I'd be like, so your baby daddy is so well in life. He paying your rent. It's like, cut him off, bitch.
You know what I'm saying?
I block him on all his numbers. Fuck your son. He ain't got to see him no more.
But she not. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, one thing about it, Taylor's going to be like, this out here, and
you know what I'm saying? And when I walk into that house with the whole, nah, we just cool.
Oh, that's gonna eat a nigga up. He gonna
that's
kill
that daddy
himself.
complex.
He gonna be like,
yeah, he gonna be like, this cool ass feng shui having motherfucker. Why you gotta talk to him? What he got?
Why is he not blocked? I'm gonna drop the baby off next time. I'm gonna meet him for you.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's that. When we talk about that's the daddy complex. Make a nigga think, because it's only gonna do one or two things.
Scare a nigga away or make a nigga think.
Exactly. That's
the only option.
And that's why I always, if you go on my Facebook, I've always posted statuses about it. Every homegirl that I have a homegirl, you included, every homegirl that is my friend, they got a brother.
Oh, yeah.
They got somebody that's going to do for them. So if you're dating her, if you're putting your hands on her, she got a nigga that's going to put hands on you.
Yeah, facts.
If you're not doing for her, she's got a nigga that's going to do for her.
Facts.
Don't worry about that. You know what I'm saying? Because for me, it's like I watched my mama grow up in a household with a husband who, I ain't gonna lie, he taught us some stuff, but it was
a foundation.
We heard go ask your daddy a couple times, and my daddy lived all the way in Pennsylvania.
But I feel like as a man, when you're stepping into a situation with any woman with kids, automatically that you should already accept that. Now, I don't want to say burden because that sounds like a harsh word.
But you should accept that responsibility.
That comes. You shouldn't even, if you're a man that's going to say go ask your daddy, you shouldn't even date women with kids,
right? Because
regardless if they look at you like your dad, you're still a father figure in that house.
So then I ask myself, what if my daddy sent the money and then some? What if my daddy flew down here, walked in his house,
beat your ass and gave me money?
Not even beat your ass, just walked in his house on some fly shit. Dropped off clothes, gave me money, and walked out. How would you feel as a man?
Oh, you would feel shitty.
Because me as a man...
Because then it feel like you can't take care of what's on your plate.
Right. Me as a man dating a female, listen, whether you with your baby daddy or not, whether he giving you whatever, I got this. Mm-hmm. Don't worry about it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You gonna, if anything, you winning because you got two peas in a pod. You got to... If he can do for you, he can do for you. I'm going to do for you.
Excuse me.
You know what I'm saying? Regardless. And a lot of guys don't think about that. So when you think about the daddy complex and overwhelming women with love and affection, because every woman looks for a man that's in the light of their daddy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like it'll be the smaller stuff. That's very true.
You know what I'm saying?
My ex, I'll be like, sometimes I'll be like, dang, you remind me just of my dad.
Right.
Like, and it's just
so imagine when you find a guy that is just like your daddy.
Oh my God. I don't know if I can live with that. But my dad's a stand-up God.
Bomb. I love Steve.
Yeah, like my dad's a real stand-up man. I know I can. My dad is very dependable. I know I could be in Africa and call my dad coming for me. Like,
you know what I'm saying? So imagine when you find a guy.
Oh yeah, like I love my dad. Like my dad is. I look for somebody that's just. My dad, of course, everybody has ups and pros and cons, but my dad has so much great qualities. Right. I cannot settle for a man that's not even half as man as him.
Right. So could you even see the rest of the male race after meeting somebody that's just like him?
No, I would marry. It sounds so sick, but in a different form, of course. If I met a man that was like my dad, like with his pros, that would be the man I would be with. Because my dad has so much good stuff for him.
Right. So, so after explaining what the daddy complex is and what big dick energy is, explain to me, what does this generation of women actually bring to the table? With everything that you just said, because you just said about, you mimicked the whole the whole city girls line, and we just discussed like the differences.
This generation of women is, honestly, okay, I'm gonna be completely honest. This generation of women compared to other generations of women, a lot of women these days bring everything they need for themselves to the table. Like, it's not like back in the day where a lot of women, most women these days have the table, the forks, the chairs, the spoons, the plates, the food that goes on that motherfucker. Like, you know what I'm saying? So if we're not talking about financially, like, because this is a day and age where a lot of women are bossed up bitches, millionaire bitches, more than ever before probably. But when it comes to like attitudes, we're probably like the worst attitudes. And it was a post I seen on Facebook. And I don't, like, back in the day, your grandma would teach you. I can only speak because this is the last person I've ever had, like, talk to me like that. But your grandma would tell you, like, certain stuff you're supposed to do to please a man, make a man happy. Women, like, in my generation, I can only speak for my household being brought up. I wasn't installed stuff like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I don't think many women these days were in, especially with the generation coming up. You got to think, it's kids coming up. City girls is raising these babies. Like, they're not thinking about how to respect a man. If we're talking, like, emotionally, they're not thinking about how to take care of a man other than financially. Because bitches will get up and work and bust their ass. They'll work 100 hours a week these days.
Because a lot of females are taking care of niggas. I will not take away from females. But emotionally,
I don't think women nowadays, and me included, we're not taught, like, how to treat a man no more. Or, like, you know what I'm saying? How to stay in your place.
So let me put the rest of the world up on game, because this is honestly, a woman don't gotta bring shit to the table.
Not if you got the right man, he actually cares about you.
The only thing a man really wants a woman to bring to the table, and it's not really so much as submission, it's more or less understanding and communication. But understand what I'm saying.
Men have to meet women halfway, though.
Well,
because men want you to be overly understanding, overly communicate, and
we're not talking about the cheating.
No, I'm not even talking about cheating. I'm talking about a regular, like, when you're in a relationship, you live with somebody. It could be the dumbest shit that y'all can get into. You could be like, this guy's baby blue to me, and your nigga be like, no, actually, bitch, it's like light blue. And it could start an argument for that. So communication is just not on a woman, though. Like, it's a lot of men nowadays are just, because a lot of people are just getting money nowadays. Let's just call it a thing. So people these days, they're not taught. They think if you have a lot of money that you're set in life, and they're not understanding, like,
communicate with me.
Like, it's more than just money when it comes to life.
It's more like, okay, so like let's say you are well off. Kitty corner is everywhere. You're in Paris.
Wow.
You're everywhere. So let's say, think of the aspect of you've had a long day with a shoot with a bunch of models. Mm-hmm. You've been directing.
Right.
When you come home, you want motivation to be alive. You want motivation just to be existing.
And you also want somebody, when you're doing stuff for yourself, like, you want somebody to notice, like, hey, like, I'm really proud of you. And how many men these days are really telling women, like, I'm proud of you, even if you feel like something like that. I'm really proud of you, babe. Da, 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 da. Like, right. It's a lot of men that they're like I use music a lot because it's the truth. Men are hard these days. They're not like back in the day. They sing outside your window with the boombox. Goddamn.
Yeah, we ain't had an artist come out. We got Giveon, but hell, he just got caught cheating.
You know what I'm saying? Girl. But like, it's like this generation, we're not taught compassion and stuff like that. So it's hard when you're not taught stuff like that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Any relationship, regardless of women or men.
But I feel like communication is key. I feel like when
comprehension is key.
It's comprehension.
We could talk all day long, but if we're not listening to what each other say and trying to understand what each other say, it's nothing.
I feel like when I speak for you to hear me, not for me to hear me. You speak for me to hear you.
Yeah, that's how it's supposed
to be. You know what I
mean? Yeah.
For me to understand what you're saying. It's a conversation, granted, because we're going back and forth. Right. But I'm not worried about so much as what I'm saying.
Right.
I'm more so worried about.
I'm trying to hear what you got to say.
To understand the underlining of what you're saying, because
like, I want to know why you think like that.
Not even so much as what you think like that. First thought in my mind is processing what you're actually saying. You know what I'm saying? If you tell me, let's say you say, why'd you leave your toothbrush on the counter without putting it in the holder? Mm-hmm. And I say, well, I was coming right back. No matter what I said, I just heard you say, why did I leave that
it's on the counter? It's a problem with that person.
Right. So if you say, let's say you say, why'd you leave your toothbrush on the counter? I always have to clean up after you. It's not about the toothbrush. It's more so about you cleaning up after me.
Yeah. That's a good way to look at it.
It becomes an apology to, babe, I'm sorry you feel like you have to clean up after me.
Oh, that's a good way.
I have to try better.
Yeah.
I have to do something different.
Yeah.
My problem is so much the aspect of when I'm asking you what really is the problem, and you can't tell me what the actual problem is.
But you want to know something as women? We done told you 1,000 times what the problem is, and a lot of times men, y'all are like not listening to what I'm saying. I done told you 1,000 times I don't like this girl commenting, liking, I don't like y'all. And I done told you so many times, so now it's past the point of like, so now it's past the point of I'm not gonna keep saying that. I'm just gonna be like, bitch, you're because women will tell men, and men, because it's not what they want to hear, they'll overlook it. They'll.
Or do you feel like that?
No, I'm just saying, like, you can.
Because sometimes we don't overlook it. Sometimes it's like, we defend ourselves by saying, you're not hearing me, so I'm not trying to hear you.
Undermines women's feelings a lot, because they're like, oh, that's not a big deal. But you can't tell me what's a big deal to me. Just like I can't tell you what's a big deal to you. Yeah, and a lot of times men be like, oh, well, that's nothing to me. But I'm telling you as a woman, my feelings are hurt. Women ain't going to come out usually and say my feelings are hurt. We're just going to complain about it. We're going to nag about it. We're going to go off about it. But a woman's not going to do that unless it's affecting her. So a woman feels like I done cussed you out 12 times about this. My feelings are hurt and you're not getting the point. But as a man, you're looking at it as, well, it's not a big deal to me, so I don't care. But it's a big deal to me. That's why I keep going off about it.
Right.
Like, I wouldn't keep going off about fucking McDonald's having dollar burgers if I didn't give a fuck about a dollar burger. Like, you know what I'm talking about?
Right. No, but and it honestly boils down to that line of communication of understand. I'm not speaking for me to understand me. I'm speaking for you to understand me.
And that's a good
My job is to understand you when
right.
having these conversations. And I hope the people watching this understand that. Like when your spouse is speaking, when y'all are having a conversation, a debate, an argument, whatever you want to call it, no matter what you say, your job is to understand the opposite person. Hear her out. You know what I'm saying? Because unless it's... Now, granted, I'm not telling you not to, have a rebuttal and speak how you initially felt.
Yeah, of course.
Say how you felt.
But it's a certain way to go about it.
When you're speaking how you felt, also understand how she's feeling and why she got that way. So that way y'all can come to a common denominator of, A, y'all had a misunderstanding because of something exactly where it went wrong, or B, it's we just won't hearing each other and
we were just talking to talk.
We were just talking to talk. We were just yelling
nobody was listening to each other.
You know what I'm saying? So that plays a part. And I feel like, you're absolutely correct. Women bring, a lot women do bring a lot to the table, because carrying a baby for 9 months is a lot. But at the same time,
dealing with a man is a lot.
I will say this. I feel like women should bring a lot more understanding to the table.
Women bring a lot of material stuff these days, like money and finances, but when it comes to emotional support, that's where
I feel like men
are lacking right now.
Yeah, because as a man, I post this video all the time. It's this kid that said all he's saying is "I'm trying," and he's saying it passionately. I'm trying.
And you want to know something? Me and my ex, we got into like this big argument not too long ago, and it stuck with me. He was like, you don't understand the sacrifices I made for us, like, while we was arguing. And it took me back, because I was like, dang, this nigga did do, like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But as a woman, you're so caught up in the negative stuff that like a man's doing, you don't even notice sometimes because your feelings be so hurt of all the stuff they do for y'all. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's why, like, back then, like, my grandparents, when they passed away, they were only married 10 years, mind you. They've been together all my life, all my daddy's life, everybody.
Yeah,
they was only married.
Since the world.
Yeah, they was only married for 10 years prior to that. And mind you, they went back and forth tit for tat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I would hear I've got to know different stories of
right as you get older. Yeah.
But their whole thing was triumphing different circumstances. You really fixing your breast?
I tried to do it on low while he was talking, so nobody see that.
But it's just one of those things where it's like certain things I feel like you should like. Cheating and disrespecting, no. Because exactly what...
But people aren't perfect, though. So.
No. People aren't perfect.
Yeah, like...
Because the first time is a mistake. The second time, it's a habit. The third time, I got to whoop your ass.
Yeah. You want to fight.
Yeah.
There's no way you don't want to fight.
There's no way. You know what I'm saying?
You want to get squareable.
Also, I'm also a true believer of... If you believe this is your person... Yeah.
Facts.
You go through hell to get to heaven.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying?
And there's no perfect relationship
at all. And when like Fayetteville, when you stuck in Fayetteville and that's all you have, and all you talk to is Fayetteville people who know your business, all you gonna do.
If they don't know your business, they're trying to find a way to get
right.
Your business.
That's what makes you come out of that whole perspective of, you know what, I'm thugging this out. We're gonna do because you can move the fucking Ukraine. I guarantee your life ain't gonna be the same. He ain't gonna cheat on you. You cheat on me with a Ukrainian bitch.
Oh, bitch, you really wanted that. You don't love me.
like something wrong.
How did y'all even speak?
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like something fucking wrong. Like sometimes it's the subject of being stagnant that makes somebody so comfortable to say, bro, I can do what I want to do. I can have 3-4 bitches and this, that. Yeah. Go get that. Make him unstagnant to where he gotta get. Make him uncomfortable to where he got to try to get comfortable. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because in different places, them bitches don't fly with certain shit. Yeah, facts. They checking certain shit. Yeah, facts. They searching your resume, my nigga. you ain't getting away with all this little bitty shit for no reason. She said none of that. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, every place is different. But, I feel like that's the beauty of being in a relationship. And I feel like if women brought more understanding and communication to the table. But I feel like men should too. Well, yeah. Because men gotta see outside their egotistical ways. Once y'all stuck in, I feel like this is what I think is right. Y'all are stuck in that. Yes. A woman can be crying, boo-hooing, screaming, calm. It don't matter. But when a man feels like, okay, this is what I said, and I feel like I'm not wrong, there's no change in that. Right. So men you have to, even a friendship, like a business, like anything, a partnership, you have to meet people halfway. Sometimes it's just cool to have female friends and not female girls. You don't gotta fuck everybody. Yeah, niggas don't know that. Yeah. Just, you know what I'm saying? But, none but behold, you know what I'm saying? That was our episode. I like that. Fucking on the block, bitch. Make sure y'all stay tuned. Comment what y'all thought. Comment, you know what I mean? Yes, y'all views. More topics. I like that conversation. Yeah, that's a good convo, right? Definitely. Y'all like that, right? We'll see y'all next time. This is Boogie the host signing out. And Katie motherfucking Don. This is...